All right, so another formation we'll take a look at is going to be the empty base. This is just kind of a staple formation. I'm going to leave the RPO alert draw stick. It's pretty much similar to the shock option, wide receiver option. It's got the same type of stuff, but for the most part, I'm going to leave that in because it allows me to go ahead and run with my quarterback. Another play we're going to throw into this scheme is going to be basically the middle high-low. And the stick and nod is another play we're going to go ahead and use in our scheme. And then the final play we're going to go ahead and leverage is going to be, I believe, Y corner or the red zone up, red zone up. This is a way to go ahead and attack your opponent and have kind of the same look. So once again, we're going to go ahead and jump into our base formation and just kind of go from there. And just going to go ahead and run this. So here's your first play, stick and nod. This is a good way to go ahead and attack your opponent over the middle of the field. The first adjustment I'm going to do is I'm going to drag up my tight end because it's going to give me an inside whip. And I'm going to go ahead and take my slot defender and put him on a deep cross. The deep cross has just got a little bit better action. And I'm going to slide this guy over with the anticipation that I'm going to be looking to commit, burden, and then more over the middle of the field. So commit, if I get the one-on-one, I'm going to go ahead and try to go and hit that. You could clear out the running back to maybe a flat position, stuff like that, but what's going to happen is the defender is actually going to go ahead and be in that area. Deep cross, motion this guy over. If you wanted to streak him up, you can definitely do that. But it's all about being able to hit my opponent with this inside whip to basically get an attack off to the left side of the field with this particular play. So let's just go ahead and do this again. Send this out. It's just so streak this guy up. Let's see if the deep crosser opens up. All right, so deep crosser was open. I just didn't have enough time to actually get that ball off. So we're going to go set this up once again. Another little trick that you can do is you can do a comeback route like so, as long as he doesn't run in the way of the routes. All right, so you can see how that was wide open. I just got hit the ball at the line of scrimmage, which I hope that doesn't happen during game. So we're going to set this up once again. We're going to go ahead and just leave this guy in this little stop route, curl route, inside curl. And you can see how you can actually get that. A little bit more time, I probably would have been able to complete that and pick up some yards. So you're using similar concepts that we've used before. Now the RPO stick draw, you can streak this guy up. What's cool about this is that you do have a draw play. And allows you to go ahead and attack your opponent, especially if he's using any type of, really a pass-focused type set. Here's your base play. This is a play that I've been using for a long time, and it's basically middle, high, low. And how I set this up is I streak up the running back, slide him in, and then I'm going to go ahead and take commit and put him on a whip route. Now my read is going to be more depending on what happens with the defender, and then I'm kind of going to make progressions from there and who I'm going to actually go and throw the ball to. So middle, high, low once again. Do a whip route. That's going to be our fast read. Motion this guy over. Just slide this guy over. We'll watch what happens with more. If the defender lets him go by, you can actually hit this, and depending on the rack animation, sometimes you can go house with that if the defender lets him go by. So this is why this play is just so important to have in your scheme, because it's really, really simple and easy to run. So we're going to watch more. He's our alert. The defender lets him go by. We're going to do that. And then you've got this post route that you can hit over your middle of your field. So we've got the whip on the backside. We've got basically this post. If you really wanted to be very savvy with this, you could take the outside receiver, Dunze, put him on a deep comeback route, set up like so, slide him over, And this basically gives you kind of like the perfect coverage beater more than anything else. It allows you to go ahead and attack both areas of the field. So a deep comeback route might not be the best thing you do. You could probably do a C route. You'll get a little bit more depth on that. The last play we're going to take a look at is going to be the motion. It's going to be the red zone corner. Similar situation. We're going to slide this guy over. Streak this guy up. If I get the one-on-one with more, we can go ahead and do that. But really what it comes down to is just trying to attack your opponent with the corner and the ins and the up routes from there. So that's what I like about this particular play. It's just another way to go and attack your opponent. To give him honest. If you don't necessarily like the setup with that guy that kind of goes in, you can actually go ahead and reset. Just do 2 deep end routes. So we're going to go ahead and motion this guy up. Streak him up. He doesn't let him go. This allows you to go ahead and attack your opponent with a corner route and basically have a clear out route. Another adjustment you can do too with this particular play is instead of, you could just go ahead and just do a straight streak, and that clears things out for you. And that will give you that corner route that you can use with that route. So it's just another way to attack your opponent on the other side of the field. So these are just passing concepts I'm going to go ahead and jump into based on using this base formation, which is going to be the single back doubles off close. Thanks a lot.